Something terrifying happened while the girl was playing. Right in front of her was a hungry wild dog. She backed away in fear, and the dog kept getting closer. Panicked, she called out to her dad. When her father saw what was happening, he realized she was already standing at the edge of a deep pit. Trying to stay calm, he told his daughter not to move. At the same time, he made noise, hoping to scare the dog away, but the dog didn't back off. It kept inching toward the girl. With just half a step left before the drop, he shouted for her to stay still, then quickly grabbed a rock from the ground and threw it at the dog. But instead of helping, the sudden motion startled the girl. The father lunged forward, trying to grab her, but it was too late. When Nick finally regained consciousness, he saw his wife crying and calling out their daughter's name. He felt dizzy. He couldn't accept that the little girl who was just next to him might be gone. Frozen in place, he had no idea what to do. Suddenly, his wife rushed over, grabbed his head, and tried to snap him out of the shock. Then he realized their daughter wasn't dead. She had just broken her arm. Nick immediately carried her to the car and rushed to the nearest hospital. But something felt off. Even though the hospital was in a remote area, patients kept coming in non-stop. Out of desperation, Nick tried to move to the front of the line, but the nurse told him to go back and wait like everyone else. With no choice, he sat down. But then, he noticed something strange. A staff member quietly handing off a box labeled organs to a delivery worker. It looked like some sort of shady deal. Nick felt uneasy, but all he could focus on was getting help for his daughter. After waiting for hours, it was finally their turn to register. While filling out the form, the nurse suddenly asked if they wanted to opt into organ donation. That immediately raised red flags for the couple. The nurse quickly explained it was just routine policy. Soon, a doctor arrived to examine their daughter. Thankfully, aside from a broken arm, she had no serious injuries. But then something strange happened. The doctor seemed a little too interested in the girl's eyes, repeatedly saying how beautiful they were. He then told the parents that just to be safe, they should do a CT scan. They agreed. Another doctor came to take them for the scan. Compared to earlier, the staff were suddenly much friendlier, even giving the girl a stuffed animal. Nick wanted to go with them, but the doctor said only one family member was allowed, so his wife went along. And that's when things started getting weird. Nick waited in the lobby for hours, but his wife and daughter never came back. Getting anxious, he went to the front desk to ask for help. After checking the system, the nurse told him something shocking. There was no record of the girl in their database. Nick got more and more upset. With no other choice, the nurse called the CT scan room to double-check, but the reply was even stranger. The last CT scan they had on file was done at 9 a.m., and the patient was a 62-year-old man.